Auburn guard Zep Jasper joining us for a few minutes. Look, Zep, we're recording this the day before Senior Day, as you guys host Tennessee. You haven't been with us too long, but it certainly feels like you've been an Auburn man for forever. What's this game mean, with it probably being the last time you run out at Neville Arena?
Well, it's just gonna mean the most to me. I might shed a tear too. Because this game gonna mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Just being on that court one last time. It's just gonna be heartwarming. It's gonna be one of those things that I'm appreciated for life.
Sure.
And this is gonna be a game that I have to win. I want to leave out on a good note. I want to leave my students, the fans, the community. On one of the best games ever. Just beating a good Tennessee team. This is gonna be crucial. And tomorrow's gonna be a special day, not just for me, but others too.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And so when you chose Auburn after entering the portal, when you were at Charleston, and sounds like Bruce Pearl called you pretty quickly. And when you compare like what you expected versus what the last two seasons have looked like, are they close? Did Auburn bring more than you ever thought it would? What do you think about that?
Well, speaking on that, that's a great question, because I knew Auburn would be on the top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
When I first entered the portal, everything he said to me was true. He didn't tell me no lies. He kept it straight up to me. Him and Stephen Pearl, they gave it to me as raw as they could. And I respect them for that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the situation was and how I've been here, but everything they said to me was authentic. It was real.
Yeah.
So I will always respect them for that. But it's everything they said came true for me. My dreams came true by just coming to Auburn and winning the championship. I really ain't know that we was going to have a great team my first year. Like, we put a team together, but it was just one of those ones, like, as the season started going on, the summer started going on, and it slowly started approaching, like March and February started going. It was like, man, I'm really on the number one team in the country.
Yeah.
I used to watch this as a kid. Like, I'm playing with a top 3 draft pick right now, and I'm playing with Walker Kessler. He's gonna be one of the best big men in the world one day. Like, I believe in Walker. Like, he's one of those guys that, my best teammate ever. I don't call many guys best teammates ever, but Walker Kessler is my favorite teammate ever of all time. Like, no matter what team I play for, like, Walker will always be my number one guy as a team. But it was just exciting, from my eyes and from my perspective, that that I got a chance to be on the number one team. I got a chance to make March Madness. I got a chance to go undefeated my first year at Auburn in Neville Arena, which many guys haven't done in life. It's
hard.
As a first year, we had a target on our back. As, we got to beat those Auburn guys. They're so lit. They're so fun on the court, and they talk a little trash on social media. Like, I had never been in something like that ever in my life. Like, every team we played, you better get ready to go on the internet, because Auburn players gonna tweet out something petty, are gonna type something on Instagram petty, like, we just beat those cats. Like, we just beat Bama. They need to go back to the doghouse or something like that. Like we just had fun. Like, and in the second year, we still had fun. Like, but as we know, we lost to Alabama and Kentucky this year. But that don't change our perspective. We still gonna have fun. If they came back at us, it's part of the plan. It's part of the game.
Right.
But everything happened. Here I enjoyed it. Like, this is the best time of my life. And I'll never forget this. I better tell my kids that, Auburn was the place for me. Auburn made things happen.
Right.
I had fun in life.
Yeah, no, you got me a little emotional through that, Zep. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome stuff, man. That's awesome stuff. So obviously this game is important as far as, I mean, the talking point is like, you guys really need this to be safely in the NCAA tournament. Is that kind of how you guys are looking at it?
No doubt, without a doubt. We need this game big time. Big time. When I say big time, big time. As I talked last week, and I told you, this 3-game slate, I said we at least lead at one of these games.
Yeah.
At least one. We can get one, we're safe. But if we get none, we ain't safe. But I believe with this being one of the last games in Neville Arena, I believe the atmosphere, the energy from our players is going to be something you've never seen before. You know, it's going to be one of those feelings that, you know, you got to give it your all.
Right.
Got to give it your all. And, you know, me, as I look into it, I'm going to give it my all. This is my last dance in here. This is my last chance. Last time my family will see me in Neville Arena. Bill and Cunny. Those people are my favorites. It's my last time I get to hug them and smile with them in Neville Arena on that court.
Yeah.
I want to leave out with a bang on that court.
I want you to too, Zep, and I think you guys will certainly have the ability to. I hate to bring it up, but I imagine that was a tough game to lose on the road in Tuscaloosa earlier this week. You guys were up 17, and then I mean, it sounded like Bruce Pearl's pretty animated in that post game radio interview with Andy Burcham that went viral. I think for good reason. What have conversations been like since that game with Coach Pearl, from Coach Pearl to the rest of the team?
You know, the conversation was really not too bad. No, he was proud of us. You know, a lot of people, you know, seen us lose to Kentucky by 20, 30. But we came in number 2 team in the country, up 17 in a hostile environment at their home court.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people doubted us. They doubted us bad. They said, oh, Auburn going to come in here and lose by 30.
Right.
Alabama come in here and beat people by 25 to 30 points. And Auburn, they ain't that good this year. But we came in there together. We came in there with some will, some fight, with some heart. We told people, we told ourselves, we ain't sweet like candy. We ain't like no lollipops now. I know a lot of people doubting us, but we ain't sweet now. So we got to show people why we ain't sweet and why we can beat the number 1 and number 2 team in the country, which Alabama is one of the best teams in the country, without a doubt.
They're very good.
But I tell you this, we ain't going to win the SEC regular season title. But for one thing, SEC championship in Nashville, you don't want to run up against Auburn because we scare teams too much.
Yeah.
Every game on the road has been super close. So you don't want to run up against the Auburn team right now because a lot of coaches are scared. They're going to fear us because they know, like, we didn't have a lot of close games. So you get a close game again, we got to know how to execute the plan and got to know what to do in these situations because we can't lose two games back-to-back to the same teams. That third time is a charm.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't want no dealings with us.
Zep, I think we all agree, if you can't go to the game in person, whether it's in Neville Arena, whether you're making the trek up to Nashville to watch the SEC tournament in person, the best place is Baumhauer's Victory Grill. It's off of the Bent Creek exit in Auburn, and they've got everything. They've got pizza, they've got burgers. The most recent time I went before y'all's game against Kentucky. We grabbed lunch, and I got the boneless wings. Went kind of classic with it, just the mild sauce with some fries. But what are your favorite things to eat at Baumhauer's? Because I know you go a lot.
Well, I actually went there Monday, and I got some Bam Bam shrimp,
right?
Some wings, and sweet potato fries. When I tell you that meal was busting, I advise y'all to go there, before the game, while watching the game, after the game. I might just be there after the game. I'm gonna be everywhere in town after the game. I'm gonna be embracing Auburn as much as I can but I'm definitely gonna stop at Baumhauer's after the game.
Absolutely. We didn't bring up the Bam Bam Shrimp last time we talked, and I got a text, Zep. I was like, how do y'all talk about food at Baumhauer's and not mention the Bam Bam Shrimp? So I'm glad that you brought it up this time, because I got in trouble with one of our listeners last time. So thank you. Thank you for that.
No doubt.
Thank you for that. Zep, thank you for everything you've done for Auburn, and we'll talk again next week. But good luck on senior day, and you're going to kill it.
Thank you. Thank you.